The next union rep is Trumaine Reaves, SEIU Local 73 Executive Vice President, who is joining us virtually. Please enter *6 to unmute.
Good afternoon, President Hardin, board members, and Dr. King. At the July 30th board meeting, CEO Dr. Macklin King presented a balanced budget that removed the 5 furlough days that were to be imposed on CPS staff. A vote of 11-7 by this board rejected the balanced budget in favor of an amended budget for that $150 million in state funding that does not exist in this budget cycle. 11 members of this board chose to reject a balanced budget due to a snippet of a video of Speaker Welch stating that the state should do better by CPS and that he supports efforts that CPS should have more funding from the state. Speaker Welch later clarified that he never heard the number of $150 million for CPS and that he never made a commitment for that amount in state funding to CPS. 11 members of this board chose to reject a balanced budget and gambled on a promise of what should be not based on fact. So on behalf of the union that represents 16,500 support staff of this school district, we demand that the 11 board members who pushed for and voted on the unbalanced amended budget to arrive at the August 27th board meeting with a concrete public written plan with answers to the following questions. 1, what is the total cost of rescinding all layoffs? Next question, what will be the new deficit if the $150 million in additional state funding does not materialize? Next question, what specific cuts, layoffs, furlough days, or program reductions will take effect, and on what timeline if the $150 million in additional state funding does not materialize by a certain date? What is the deadline for the district to take action if there is silence from Springfield? What protections will be in place for support staff and other essential workers and for the students and families of CPS who depend on that staff if those cuts become necessary? And finally, what is the contingency plan for the short-term borrowing and credit implications that have been flagged by the district's financial staff? This is not a request for gaslighting. This is a demand for a plan and accountability. Our members and families of Chicago Public Schools deserve to know in writing before the school year begins exactly what they are walking into. 11 board members knowingly made the choice that brought us to this point. We ask that you own it. We demand a substantive written response no later than the August 27th board meeting. Thank you all.